for people watching, as a sports photographer, what's in your kit? What do you use on a day like this?
So on a day like today, I would have, from a video point, if I'm shooting any video, I've got a Sony a7 f3 with a 70-200 lens as well as a 24-70. I
Okay.
use that mainly because there's certain areas that obviously need some range. So I use the 70-200, but then there are other areas where we can get quite close to the action, and that I use the 24-70. And then I have a Sony a7 IV that I use for my photos, and then obviously juggle between the two depending on what I have. And that's normally what I would use for an event like this. And then sometimes I would then throw on a 50 mil.
Yeah, and I think with the 50 mil probably can give you a bit more of a different perspective, almost more artistic perspective, maybe like portraits and
Yeah.
things that are nice on a 50.
Yeah, and then also like just I like that I can open it nice and wide, open the
Yeah.
aperture nice and wide, and like I said, with the 50, I can still get really close to the action, especially on the steeple test. There's an area where the media is allowed to stand, and you can really capture some really nice views, especially in Stellenbosch now. You've got the mountain in the background, just to have that blurred and to see that even though it's blurred in the background, it's still really cool.
Yeah.
For instance, a runner jumping into water off it. So that's really handy to have. I don't use it all the time, but every time I've got a little gap to throw it on and just see what I can capture with it.